Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Rama, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, 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 Rama Rama Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Bhagwan Shri Yogi Ramsuratkumar ki jai. Sarvam Yogi Ramsuratkumar Arpanamastu. Today is the last day of the special month, this very auspicious month, Purushottama month. From tomorrow, the new Tamil month starts. Up till tonight, it's a very special month in the sense, whatever sadhana we do, it gets so much multiplied. There's an enormous benefit. So we have used this month as much as we can by the grace of Bhagwan. We offer our grateful pranams to him for all the grace, all the blessings that he showers upon us. Added to that, today is the day we invoke the presence of Parashakti, the Divine Mother, in a pot, so that tomorrow will be the first day of the 10-day celebration. Which we have done this morning. And this year, we are not doing it on a grand scale as we used to do. It's just that one rack has been kept up for all the dolls. But the pujas will be going on. Every day at 4 o'clock, early morning, we would start the puja to the Divine Mother, chanting her 1,000 names, followed by other songs on the Divine Mother. The first 3 days, Mother Durga is being worshipped, and the middle 3 days for Mahalakshmi, and the last 3 days for Saraswati. Durga, she gives us the capacity, the skill to do the work, special power, determination, the will to do, and the skill to execute it. It's called Kriya Shakti. It's a action energy. And the middle 3 days is meant for wealth. Mahalakshmi, the sustainer. We cannot be sustained without wealth, without food, without money. And the last 3 days, after the skill and wealth, the last 3 days are meant for Saraswati, the Gnana Shakti. So it's Kriya Shakti, Icha Shakti and Gnana Shakti, the 3 great energies, 3 great forms of the Divine Mother are being worshipped very fervently all over India. And of course in the north they celebrate it for Sri Rama. It's also considered as the time when Rama-Ravana war went on. And the last day, the 10th day, Vijaya Dasami. Vijaya means triumph. The triumph over adharma, the triumph of dharma over adharma. That is the last day, the 10th day. Very, very auspicious. And there is faith among the people that whatever we start that day will flourish. Now in the north, some people celebrate it as Ram Leela. Every day there will be dance programs and then the drama programs, varieties. And in the north, people also fast. Some people take only fruits, vegetables and milk. And even while fasting, they'll be doing this dancing. The whole night they would stay up. In Gujarat, they do this Garba dance and also Thandiya dance, a type of dance with the sticks. The whole night they would be dancing and dancing. So slightly the celebration changed from region to region because of the culture in that particular part, which is not very different from each other. In India, the whole of India, the backbone of India is spirituality. So our very culture is based upon this spirituality. The very name of our country, Bharat, means it's a land that revels in the wisdom of gods. It's a Leela Bhumi of the great masters and deities. So in the south, it is generally the Divine Mother worship. Not much fasting is being done, but then it's a time for visiting people, friends and relatives, inviting them, and then offering gifts of goodwill. And of course, getting enormous blessings from the Divine Mother. Now why I am saying all these things, when Bhagwan was in Nardara, later Dahiya, that is when he was in the north, in his place, like every other North Indian, he also used to observe the fast. But Yogiji's fasting was different. He would go and lock himself in a room, would not take even water. All those 9 days, he would go into deep meditation and not bother about eating at all. On the 10th day, he would be carried by, he was working as a teacher, his students would carry him to the banks of the Ganges and pour a little water into his mouth. Many people in the north do that, especially the worshippers of Divine Mother. Bhagwan, not only during this time, for 9 years, he would not touch any cooked food cooked on fire, because that's being done for the taste. He always took raw vegetables, raw milk. Milk he would not boil. And fruits for 9 years, year after year after year. Even while living the life of a householder, he observed all this. And he said later on to me, I asked him why he would do that. He said it was to purify both the body and the mind. He said fasting is very important in spiritual sadhana. The more you fast and worship, after fasting it is, you should not be spending time in games or in entertainment. You have to remember God. You have to remember the name. You have to attend to pujas. You have to do something. Many people do homas, both in the north and the south. So it's very important that you fast, you observe fast and also do worship. Remember God as much as possible. And this time it has been Purushottama month, which added to the glory, and whatever we do will multiply. And here, the beginning of the ashram in 1994, when Bhagwan started building the ashram, one day, during this Navaratri time, on this particular day, Rajeshwari Amma and others of the ashram, they had arranged, some dolls had been given. Some devotees had brought some dolls. So they had tried to arrange all that in the Yagashala. So when we had gone there, when Bhagwan took us there, the Yagashala, the first thing is, he went and had a look at all those dolls, well arranged in different scenes. Somebody had given a school classroom set. So the inmates of the ashram had put up the name board, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Vidyalaya. Today it's a reality. The ashram is running a school. And then she had put some dolls, and then she called it Yogi Ramsuratkumar Hospital, dispensary. Today, for so many years, from 99, ashram is conducting free medical camps. Dr. Ramanathan, he is heading the whole group, and except for this COVID season, the COVID unfortunate time of COVID, it was so regular. The medical camp never missed its opportunity to serve people. Monthly once, every second Sunday, it would be held. And then they had put up this huge banner there, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Nagar. Swami was just going round, looking at it, smiling, watching every dog. When he came to this name board, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Nagar, he turned and said, no, 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 that is okay, the hospital, the Vidyalaya is okay, but don't put up the sign Yogi Ramsuratkumar Nagar, because it's already Ramana Nagar. It's not to be replaced by any other name. So they hastily removed that. And after that he came straight to the old Darshan Mandir, started to give darshan, and then a little time after, he asked for Lalita Sahasranama. Of course, none of us were prepared because we had never done it. Some of us had never done it. And whenever people who came to Bhagwan, we always chanted Yogi Ramsuratkumar. So none of us had the book. He had it brought. He asked people to get a copy. He had it brought. And then he asked me to chant. And people would chant after. So I went ahead and people followed up to 100. And when it came to the 100th Nama, we would never know how he knew all these things. When it was 100, he said, there, kid, stop it, will do. But it's he who started this practice, this doing puja. Somebody was doing puja while I was reading out the namas, when others followed, and it's now being done till today. It's Bhagwan who made us do it. And it is Bhagwan who made us sing this Lalita Navaratna Mala also. He insisted on our singing it. So these practices are going on. Tomorrow being the first night for the Divine Mother. Everybody knows the story, these 9 days, Divine Mother was fighting the demon, Mahishasur. And not only Mahishasur, there were many of his friends and relatives who were equally bad, evil people. So it is destruction of all that is unwanted, all that is evil. It is triumph of dharma over adharma. So in significance of this, that people celebrate this Navaratris, the 9 nights, for the sake of for the puja of the Divine Mother. Very, very special. Extraordinary 10 days. For Shiva, there's only one night, Shivaratri. Whereas for the Divine Mother, it is 9 nights, a continuous worship. So let us fill these 10 days with our worship of the Divine Mother and Bhagwan. Let us do Yogi Ramsuratkumar Sahasranama or Lalita Sahasranama or both every day at least once. Not to mention the Nama chanting of Bhagwan and sharing the Leelas. Let us make it a habit of talking about Bhagwan, at least one Leela every day. without failing, without missing. Somehow one should narrate one Leela of Yogi Ramsuratkumar to someone, either at home or outside. There is not much chance of going outside. So at least the family people, they can relate it to. Why? Because Bhagwan was always interested in listening to the Leelas of God. When Mrs. Tilakavati Rajashekar used to come, he would ask her to narrate the 64 Leelas. Some Leela or the other every time she came, and would listen to it very happily. And then would declare that all those Leelas were his Leelas. Sundareshwara's Leelas or Yogi Ramsuratkumar's Leelas. And then he would go into his inimitable laughter. So Bhagwan would simply love our narration of his Leela, our talk about him, our remembering his name. At the same time, he wanted us to remember Divine Mother as well. So let us do both and fill our days with ardent love, devotion for both Bhagwan and the Divine Mother. Now let us submit today's prayers. Somehow these 9 days followed by Vijayadashami. Very symbolic. Vijaya means victory. The 10th day of victory, let it be the mark of our victory over this Rakshasic virus, Corona. So let's pray to Bhagwan. Bhagwan, as Ram, you destroyed Ravana. So people celebrated the 10th day as the day of victory. And as Divine Mother, you destroyed all the asuras, all the evil spirits, all the evil people, wiped them out of the earth. The 10th day, Dasara. In Mysore, in Karnataka also, they celebrate it in a very grand manner, with elephants, horses, a huge procession. The king would be at the head of it. So let's appeal to Bhagwan. Bhagwan, now the time has come for you, for the final victory. Please enter some vaccine and destroy this Rakshasa once for all. Please stop, arrest the spread of the disease and uproot the fear, the panic from the hearts of people. Please free the entire humanity from this terrible of this tiny virus and bring back a dharmic normalcy, a normal life based upon good values, human values. In every aspect of life, everywhere. And Bhagwan, please protect all those brave soldiers who are in the field fighting the disease, despite all the difficulties they go through. Above all, please bless us with constant remembrance of your name and the capacity to go about our everyday life as an instrument in your hands. Jai Yogi Ramsuratkumar.